Hi, BookTube. It's Gina. Happy Friday. It's great to see you. I know it's been a while. It's been a little hectic around here. We've had a family member have some health problems. We've got a foster cat issue. And looks like we're going to have a new member of the family, a new kitten, which will be number 5. When that gets finalized, I will, of course, let you know. My spouse has retired officially, related to the kitten issue. And yeah, it's just been a little hectic. So I took next week off. I'm very excited to have some time around the holidays. Usually at work we kind of alternate who can take time off and who can't, because somebody needs to be working. But this year it's me that gets to enjoy the week. So probably just gonna take it easy, hopefully get some reading done, go over to my sister's house for Christmas dinner, which will be wonderful. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to having some time off. And I thought it would be fun to just fill you in on what I've been reading since I talked to you last. Actually, it was probably November, but I didn't do a November wrap up. That's all right. You know what? We're just going to talk about what I've read so far in December, because I don't think I've talked to you about any of my December reads yet. It's been a fairly satisfying reading month so far. I've got 4 books to talk to you about. One was not very good. Actually, 2 that were not very good, and 2 that were really good. So my cats are being weirdos. So the first is Young Mrs. Savage by D.E. Stevenson. And you know D.E. Stevenson is one of my favorite authors. And this book did not let me down. It's very contrived to a large extent, which is fine. It is about a single mom who is struggling a little bit financially because when she got married, her husband's parents basically disowned him because there was a big controversy. Let's just say that there's a big controversy. So they're out of the picture. The husband has died and she is on her own, and it's very cozy. It's wonderful. She goes on holiday to the beach, and everything ends up wonderful, as it usually does in a D.E. Stevenson book. So really, really, really fun read. I enjoyed that one a lot. The next one, do I have it handy? Sorry, that I had it handy, is The Willows at Christmas. Oh no, I got this one on my Kindle, so I don't have it handy because that's not the one that I've got a paper version of. By William Horwood. The Willows at Christmas is a continuation of The Wind in the Willows, obviously not written by the original author, Kenneth Grahame. And I was not a fan of this book. I liked The Willows in Winter, but these books generally have a little bit more angst in them. And this one had a ton. Like, it was not cozy at all. It was very, there was Toad and Mole get arrested. They spend time in jail. They're going to get executed. They're going to get tortured. It was not, I didn't like it. Let's just say I read it. I didn't hate it, but I can't really recommend it because it didn't really have any cozy Christmas scenes. Yeah, it was very odd to me. The next book this is a new discovery for me. It's called Not a Creature Was Stirring by Jane Haddam. Haddam. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you pronounce it. This is a series, a murder mystery series featuring Gregor DeMarkian, who is a retired FBI agent. It started being, I think, in the 90s, and there's a bunch of books, and I've already started in on the second one because the first one, Not a Creature Was Stirring, I loved. They're a little bit odd in that the first maybe chapter or two of the book, like the first 10%, is all setup. So you meet the characters, you don't see the detective at all. And so the first one, I was like, oh, I don't really like these characters. And we didn't meet the detective until fairly, not late, but 10% or so. And so I was like, oh, all right. But once Gregor shows up, it was wonderful. Absolutely loved it. I've already started it on the second one, which is called, I don't remember. It's on my Kindle. But of course, same setup. So the first 10% or so of the book, you're meeting all of the characters, one of which who's going to be murdered, and it's a little hard to get into because it's a new set of characters, obviously, every time. So until Gregor comes in and you start meeting the old characters again, it's a little hard to get into, but it's a really fun series. I saw this one recommended by Nancy Pearl, who is one of my all-time favorite people. She was the Seattle City public librarian for a number of years. She's written several books. She wrote Book Lust, which is book recommendations. She did a Book Lust TV show where she interviewed authors, and I love Nancy. I absolutely love her. And she recommended this series or said something about how much she loved it on her Instagram. And so, of course, I picked it up because I needed something. And, oh, the funny thing about this one, too, is it's set at Christmas. It's the first one in the series, and it was set at Christmas time. It's not cozy, doesn't have a lot of Christmas stuff in it. They do have a Christmas tree, but interestingly, it was perfect timing because it was set at Christmas. And then lastly, I just finished Murder Under the Mistletoe by Erica Ruth. Now, I was looking for a different Murder Under the Mistletoe that had been recommended by a booktuber. And that one, my library didn't have. And there's a lot of books called Murder Under the Mistletoe. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to grab one of these. So I grabbed this one. It was not good. It was not good. I mean, I finished it and it was fine. It was very short. It is a murder mystery series, and I think this was the fourth book or fifth book in the series. So part of it probably was that I wasn't familiar with the characters, but the mystery wasn't very good. The murder was basically, I was like, why did that person get murdered? There was no reason for the person to get murdered. I mean, and then another person got attacked and there was an attempted murder. And I was like, why are you trying to kill these people? There was absolutely no reason for it necessarily, due to the backstory. The backstory that we've heard about, I don't know. It was not very good. So Erica Ruth, I'm probably not going to continue on with that series because it wasn't great. It was I think it would be considered maybe a cozy mystery, but it just was not very well done. All right, so that is what I've finished. I've still got this little stack of books here. This is Miss Reed's Village Christmas and Christmas with Charles Dickens, this little tiny thing. Christmas with Louisa May Alcott. Isn't that cute? I love these little tiny books. And then Christmas with my hair. L.M. Montgomery. I bought a bunch of these because they were at Barnes & Noble a few years ago, and they're just tiny little things, but I thought they'd be fun. I've then also got Christmas Joy by Susan Branch, which is just like a little tiny, I love her so much, Christmassy book about, cookies and Christmas trees. She's got another Christmas book. Where is that? Oh, it's on my stack of Christmas books on my side table that I pulled out to flip through. I haven't done much of that at all yet, but hopefully next week I will be able to. And then I've also still got this, The Holiday Cottage by Sarah Morgan, which I love that cover. But one of you said you didn't really care for this, which, I know we all have different taste. I generally do like Sarah Morgan, so I do want to give this a try. I've also got another one of hers, something on Fifth Avenue, Miracle on Fifth Avenue. I can't remember. I've got that one on my Kindle, which finally came through. Of course, as soon as I bought this one and it was delivered, that one came in on my Kindle. And I was like, and then I've also got A Christmas Carol, which I want to read. This one is fun because it's illustrated. Ooh, I think I just cracked the spine. It's illustrated. It's got huge print, and so this will be really easy to read. I've got this one on my Kindle too, but I like these. I like these illustrations. So that's it for me. I did put up a Christmas tree. We got an artificial one. We have many years where we don't do a tree at all. We have a little teeny tree that's about 2 feet tall that we put in the shed, and then we pull that out usually at Christmas. The cats are doing pretty well with this one, which is quite surprising. We don't have a ton of ornaments on it, but they've knocked a few off. But overall, they're not doing too bad. All right, so next time I talk to you, I will have an update on the kitten situation. Yeah, I will talk to you soon.